flaps. Perfect. Landing still starts with a perfect pattern. What is happening, MzeroA Nation? Who is 16 for 16? Check in down below in the comments. While you do that, let's get to it. It's time to listen to Mr. Creepy.
All aircraft advise ground control prior to pushback due to airport construction and taxiway closures. Runway 19er left closed for departures. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Papa.
Papa.
Tampa International Airport departure information, Papa. 2153 Zulu. Wind 330 at 6. Visibility 10. Your clouds at 4,500. Ceiling 2,000 broken. Temperature 26. 2.16. Altimeter 2998. Departing runway 19er right. Notice to air mission. Runway 1028 closed.
I already got all the NOTAMs. All right, so we have Papa. Now, at an airport like this, you have to call clearance actually first, even though I'm leaving VFR, by the way. We're still going to call clearance here first. Tampa clearance, Skyhawk 23, Mike Zulu.
Number 23, Mike Zulu, Tampa clearance.
VFR to Miami International. Ready? Let's do it at 3,500, please.
Okay, this RFA said it's 23, Mike Zulu.
Affirm, 23, Mike Zulu.
Number 23, Mike Zulu, roger. And if I put you straight out, you can cross McDill at or above 2,100?
Yeah, of course, that'll be easy for us. 2,100 above McDill, same that we did on the way in.
Mike Zulu, you're cleared into the Bravo airspace on departure, fly heading of 185, climb and maintain 3,000. You can expect higher later. Departure frequency is 119.65, and stand by for a transponder code.
Again, I'll wait on that read back too, once you get that transponder code. A little different than our craft kind of acronym too, huh? Didn't really fit in craft.
Just for 3 Mike Zulu, squawk 0146.
All right, this squawk 0146, we're 2,100 over McDill, cleared in the Bravo, 185 on departure, 3,000 higher in a bit, 119.65.
Okay, that's correct. Yeah, then readback is correct. You can contact ground for taxi. Have a good day.
As well, thank you. A little different in the VFR environment, right? So I'm going to work on getting what I can programmed here, especially in an airport like this, 0146. That's great. I'm going to bug myself for 3,000, and it's super awkward. I'm sure these guys are really, really nice. These flying guys here at Shelter, they were very nice. But it is a little weird when they stand there. It's like a lot of pressure. I bugged 185 as my heading. I bugged 3,000 as my altitude. I'll get 119 in there in a bit, my frequency. I'm cleared in the Bravo, 2,100 at McDill. Let me go back to my plates here. I got ground. I'm going to go to tower of 119.5. Just getting that ready next. 119.5. I'm on ground. I'm going to leave the scratch pad up, and I'm going to make a new scratch pad because I'm going to get a taxi clearance here. Tampa ground, Skyhawk 23, Mike Zulu, Shelter, Papa, ready to taxi.
One sec.
They're just as casual as I was earlier. One sec.
All right, Skyhawk 23, Mike Zulu, runway 19 left, taxi via Sierra Echo, cross runway 28.
Sun Country 369, clear Whiskey 3, taxi Charlie 40.
And to their Mike Zulu is going to 19er left, Sierra Echo, cross 28. To their Mike Zulu.
Thank you. Sun Country 369, Tampa ground, taxi
19er left.
Whiskey Juliet Charlie, what's the gate?
19er left, via
40.
Sierra.
Thanks, Whiskey Juliet Charlie to the gate.
Okay, so Sierra, Echo, cross 28. Okay, let's do it here. Give the line guy a thumbs up, then I'm ready to go. He's watching that airplane. Follow him on out. And we're heading that way. I want to talk about, I'll talk about Sun Country here in just a second. Again, it may, let me get where I'm going real quick on a long taxi, and I'll explain it all to you here. Sierra in sight. Okay, now I can talk across the ramp here. It may appear like, wow, Jason, did you step on that Sun Country guy? No, I called. She gave me back something that needed to be read back. He, no fault of his own, right? We all make mistakes. Just kind of radioed up right away. Maybe could have listened to the frequency a little bit or something like that, or didn't realize that she was just talking to me or something along those lines. That's why I was very assertive, and I stepped in there to kind of take that.
Ground American 1944, ready to push gate.
All right.
79.
I'm coming out Romeo 2.
1944, type of ground, push your discretion, plan 19 right.
Push at our discretion for 19 right, American 1944.
Down Sierra. And you see I had the annotation feature like ready to go on the, I remember back in the old days physically drawing on a printed taxiway diagram.
Skyline 3 Mike Zulu, intersections are available if you want it.
I'd prefer full length, that's okay, it's not a burden for you.
No problem.
So what just happened there, she offered an intersection departure, right? There's 8,300.
Is that you with the really bright flashing lights?
That is me with the really bright lights, that's right.
Nice, I don't think I've ever seen those before. What are those lights?
They're made by a company called AeroLED, so we just wanted everybody to see us.
Oh, that's a good thing, I would too.
Hey, Alaska 307, pushing
Let
up.
me confirm I got Sierra to Echo.
Alaska 307.
And it was cross 28, so I'm on
right.
Sierra, there's Echo, a right turn. Gosh, their tower's way over there too for them to see. That's funny. All right, I'm on Echo. She told me to cross 28. Checking the NOTAMs, 1028 is closed today anyways. So that's all good. We're coming right across. So what I was explaining earlier before we got an AeroLEDs discussion, let me get across the runway first. I know it's closed, but let's still look for fun. You can see the closed marks right there. And we have a really, really long taxi down to Echo, which was her point of saying, hey, to the Mike Zulu, you're just a 172. If you want an intersection departure, I can give it to you. And I'm thankful for that. And a lot of people would take that because it gets you in a run-up quick, get your run-up done, get you up in the air quicker. I'm never a fan. Have I done them before? Yes. I have taken intersections before. Sometimes the controllers made me, right? That was the only option. Sometimes it was the best option for getting out in an expeditious manner. But 90% of the time, I will respectfully decline and say, please, could I have full length? It is just, it'd be that one time you take the intersection. And I know you say, Jason, there's 8,300 feet of runway. Yeah, but if I have an engine failure or something like that, I want runway behind me does me no good, right? So that's just kind of my thought on that. Runway behind me does me absolutely no good. So anyways, we got a really long taxi up here on Echo. Then we'll knock out our run-up.
Traffic.
What I'll do when I get down there at the end, I'll switch over to tower, and then I'll get my next frequency, which I'll go back to my scratch pad.
Company's pushed in the alley right now. Taxi via Whiskey Victor.
Get my other scratch pad open here.
And then you can just wait for them.
Which was 119.65, so pretty close.
Okay, Whiskey Victor 1 and Victor, and we'll hold out there, American 839, thanks.
All's looking good.
So once they're clear, you can continue.
Doors are good. Normally I taxi my door open, as you know. Everyone always asks, that's air conditioning.
839.
A little chilly today. That's why I got a jacket on for once.
Takeoff, Mike Zulu. You can monitor tower. Have a good night.
Monitor tower, thank you to the Mike Zulu. So I'm still way out here. She wants me to monitor tower, which is actually helpful. And that's interesting too. Let me just confirm 11965. 11965, yep. It's actually super interesting this far out. And monitor tower. They know I'm coming at this point. They know I'm coming. So I'm going to monitor tower. I'm on it. I'm listening. I'm not going to check in when I get there or anything else. What I should be ready for is there's a very high probability she's going to ask me to make sure you get me ready at the end. And the answer is no. I need 4 minutes for a run up, 5 minutes for a run up, and just tell them that. If not, they're going to want to just pump you out. They're used to these jets, and especially at an airport like this where there is no run up. They get to the end and they're ready to go. So you need to let them know you need time to do a run-up.
Traffic.
Another thing is at an airport like this, there's usually not a run-up area. So you need to be very diligent about who you're blasting with your prop wash and everything else. So just be very, very mindful of that. Now I can on this long taxi, I can get a few items, as many items as possible. Oops, I want to undo that. As many items as possible done on my run-up. Like, I can do flight controls free and correct. Right side up, left side down, left side up, right side down, full back, full forward, and dragging my tail out there. Got me off center line, but that's good. So I can check little things like that. I can't quite check my mags or anything like that, but I can check lights all on. Fuel selector valve is both. I can get my altimeter set on my autopilot here. I can get little things like this all done. Set, flaps set, mixture's gonna stay there, right? And I can verify that. I'll get my checklist out here too, just to confirm. I can't check my brakes, although I did that earlier and hold them. I can check all my flight instruments.
Right, when able, contact ground point 7, good day.
Good, good, good. Squawk codes in.
Right off on Sierra, United 1683.
All I really have to do is check my mags now, right? So I'm kind of thinking ahead. I'm keeping my checklist right here.
And what were the lesson instructions for 1683?
Thinking ahead that, okay, now I've just kind of abbreviated my run-up just a little bit here by checking just some basic things. And I would not do that if I didn't have this literally, what, 8,000-something foot taxi. So almost a 2-mile taxi, basically. So where it's straight. If you had a really complex taxi where you're left here, right here, across this, hold here, just do your run-up at the end. But because I had a nice long one, I said, you know what, let's be efficient, let's think ahead, let's get a few things done that we can get done. So that is beneficial from that standpoint. But we still need to check all our engine instruments, everything else. It looks like, I mean, looking at the diagram, I don't have a ton of space down there with my eyes. Maybe a little bit, but there's a guy landing right now. They're not going to there's another one behind him, looks like. They're not going to squeeze me out just yet. So I'll turn, I'll knock out my engine run up. I need to be very mindful. I got landing traffic. Not as bad for wake turbulence, but just something to think about. I've got approach queued up as my next frequency. And I don't have anyone behind me, so I'm going to go right to the hold short line. I'm going to do my run up there. That's going to be a pretty shot of this guy landing. Who's this? FedEx? Pretty cool. All right. Now let's knock out that engine run up. 1700 RPMs. Engine gauges green, green, green. Green, 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 charging, mags, left side. Great drop. Back to both. Right side. Great drop. Back to both. Carburetor heat. Green, green, green.
FedEx 762, any left turn that you like, ground point 7.
Still runs. Confirm on the checklist. Lights on. Run up checklist complete. And I'll pull all the way up. I've got that 185 bugged. I got everything good to go. If I wait much longer, these will be monitor tower. I imagine I've got a guy on final right now, so they're not going to rush me out. There's no sense calling and telling them I'm ready. But I'm going to do just that. I'm monitoring tower. I'm going to wait. This is a fine time to check. Make sure you got everything ready, everything good.
Traffic.
Yes, I know. Thank you. This 19er left. And we wait. Yeah, working a little crosswind here. That breeze, I'm not familiar with breeze. I assume I'm next, so I'm kind of getting ready. I'm gonna watch his touch.
1944, temp tower up and ready. Number 32, Mike Zulu, tower, you ready?
2 Mike Zulu's ready.
2 Mike Zulu, 19er left, line up wait.
19er left, line up and wait to the Mike Zulu. Line up wait, super typical here. Right, they line up and wait means what? Get out on the runway, get in position. It's not a takeoff clearance, it's get out there, it's just to make more efficient
Moxie 129,
operations.
3,300, visual 19 left.
Moxie 129, temp tower, traffic's in position, continue 19 left.
Continue for 19 left.
Moxie 532, right, when able, kind of ground point 7.
Right when able and over the ground, Moxie 532.
And we wait. Super weird feeling. Get out of Bravo in the middle of the runway. Ready to keep the mic, ready to give it full power.
Number Number 3 Mike Zulu, runway heading, maintain 3000, 19 left, clear for takeoff, the wind 330 at 8.
Runway heading up to 3,000, 19 left, clear for takeoff. Thank you, 23 Mike Zulu. A lot of multitasking happening there, huh? Airspeed's alive, confirm engine gauges green, green, green. There we go, team. We'll rotate quick. And 1,000 feet. Less than 1,000 feet, actually. No wake turbulence to really worry about. That guy touched down way down here, and we're already up above that. Land. He's landing. That's not a big deal.
Land 19 left.
Runway heading.
Clear land, 19 left, Moxie
Up to
129.
3,000.
American 1944 target.
I'm waiting for the pass off. He's going to hand me off.
American
And then we'll say
1944
bye.
traffic, departed 19 left, straight out to Cessna Skyhawk. They're just over runway 28, 19 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 19 right, American 1944.
Number 3 Mike Zulu, in a moment you'll see traffic pass off your right hand side, departing 19 right on a 205, roughly heading.
Thank you. We'll hold runway heading to the Zulu. I'm going to see parallel traffic off my right. That's going to be cool. Maybe this camera will capture it here.
Tower 43 Golf Golf song.
I don't see him even rolling.
Number 43 Golf Golf, Sam Tower 19 left, clear to land.
Third land on 19 left.
I got to get up above McGill by 2100. I got plenty of time. It's way over there. Line my runway heading.
3 Mike Zulu, contact departure.
Total departure. Thank you to the Zulu.
Radar contact, fly. I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?
1740, turn right, heading 090.
Heading 090, 17409. Thank you. Departure southwest, 2415, 1400 for 3000.
I don't know where that other guy's going to pass me.
2415, 10 departure, ready contact, climb, maintain 12000.
I'm on ASB.
12000, 2415.
Departure Skyhawk 23 Mike Zulu, 1,200, climb 3,000, runway heading.
23 Mike Zulu, 10 departure, climb, maintain 3500.
3,500 to the Mike Zulu. So I checked on my altitude. I also checked that I was runway heading. I'm sure he probably knew that, but just want to let him know, hey, runway heading is not the direction I need to go. I need to go that way.
9,020.
That was kind of my way of asking that. Here comes the plane that's going to pass me.
Right, 31 Bravo, Romeo, you have the airport in sight.
He just took off. It's American Airlines.
We have the airport inside, A31 Bravo Romeo.
Jones about Bravo, Romeo, make straight runway 32, contact Sarasota Tower 120.1.
Straight in for runway 32 on contact tower 120.1, 8381 Bravo Romeo, thank you.
740, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, 17409.
Oh, there he is. Can you see him?
23 Mike Zulu, squawk 4570.
4570 to the Mike Zulu. 4570. Well, somebody wanted us on a different squawk code. Did you ever see that American plane go by?
1520.
Tampa approach, this is Skyhawk 60155, cruising level at 4500.
0155, Tampa, approach 32, Mission Hotel.
I'm already above 2,100 for my McDill.
Roger that, Sky 155.
I'm kind of waiting until he gives me a heading on course. We'll see what happens here.
Mike Zulu, turn left direct Miami International.
Left direct Miami, thank you, 22 Mike Zulu. And that's the joy of VFR sometimes, direct to Miami International. I like it. So, who learned something here today? A lot of different radio calls, a little casual Jason on some radio calls even. I apologize for that, but casual controller too. Day 16. Check in. You're 16 for 16 down below. Hope you're loving these videos. Hope you're loving just checking it out. You'll love the online ground school. Check it out, MzeroAtrial.com. Listen, have a blessed, abundant, outstanding rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow. In the meantime, most importantly, remember, a good pilot is always learning how to do, but I'll see you.